Hello guys, my name's Arnav Singh and today you're watching Leotorque's journey in the F1 in Schools competition. This is a series of development class and our journey, and we're going to provide you some tips and tricks and our experience in the competition. Today I'm with Leotorque, one of the youngest manufacturers in the whole Australia for F1 in Schools, and he recently just achieved a magnificent award for his team of the Best Manufacturing Car Award, which he gained with breaking no critical regulations and making probably one of the most smoothest cars in the whole F1 in Schools competition. Well, let's talk with him. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Good. So, what's your insight in the F1 in Schools? What do you think are the main roles? What do you think is the most important? Stuff like that.
Okay, so I could go into like the engineering enterprise, but I'll just go straight to the roles since that's easier to comprehend. So we have the design engineer and the manufacturing engineer, which basically work in Fusion 360, but do two different jobs. So the design engineer designs a car based on the regulations, which we were talking about earlier, and basically my job is to create code for this actual design, so that we could feed the code into a machine called a CNC machine, and that can actually cut out the car on a piece of balsa. So you can get the wood car, and it's actually really it's a good process to learn, and it's a good process to learn and comprehend, because you can have a really good thought process after doing this, because you need to really think about how to get fine details in the least amount of time, because we want to manufacture these cars pretty quickly, and we also want to be more efficient while thinking about the resolution. So the resolution is actually how fine your car will be manufactured, but you can get this by sanding, but it's a bit harder. So then you have the marketing manager, and so the marketing manager's job is to build a community and reach out to sponsors, to support our collaborations, and to also support our finance. So it's basically two different roles combined in one, but yeah, it is a pretty hard role. But basically, we're gonna reach out to sponsors by sending them emails and calling them, and we're gonna try to gain collaboration with, which is basically meetings with them, and we're also gonna try to gain some more financial help if we're doing something like bits, which is a manufacturing thing. Then there's a graphic designer. So the graphic designer's role is to make a portfolio and also help with the logo and basically all the graphical or the more visual side of things in that F1 competition. So right now our graphic designer is Leotorque Anderson. So we have he's the newest member in our team, and so that's basically all the roles, and that's basically the main part of the F1, and all these roles work together. So there's also a team manager, which is more like it's a manager, so it's not really a specific role, but yeah, it's with project management and team management.
Yeah. So it seems that you have got great knowledge about this competition. So do you move on? Like, how many years do you have in this competition?
I think we have about 2 more years. Not exactly 2, but a bit less than 2. But or it's better to think of it in seasons than years. So we do have about 2 seasons left, which is pretty good. Right now we're doing the states finals, but we're doing it as a professional class team. So we're looking forward to that with newer regulations and better regulations, and it's better for us because it's thinner wings, custom wheels, and wing, and even on the enterprise side, I'm not aware about the rule set, but I'm sure there's developments in regulations.
Alright. So, like, how has your journey been, like, as a development class team and then now a professional?
Yeah.
How's your journey actually been? Like, how many ups and downs did you actually have?
Yeah. So basically, when when we started off, we really didn't know that much about the competition, and we needed help from our mentors, from the teachers from our college, to really help us with and guide us with our learning throughout the competition with the software we use. Like right now, back then we didn't know any of the software. Maybe like one of us maybe knew what Fusion 360 is, but we didn't even have it. And then after that, we had all the help and all the guidance from our mentors, and we had ANSYS running, we had Fusion running, we had SimScale running, and a lot of other programs like on the enterprise side there was Illustrator and After Effects now. And I'm pretty sure we're gonna experiment with more software. And so basically we had not a lot of ups and downs, but they were short. When there were ups and downs, they were pretty big. So we had some time when team members didn't, come to the class, or team members didn't do the job in the correct time. So we needed to work around that, and we needed to we needed to do the work and get past that, trench and move on to the next phase. And we wanted to move from amateurish team to like a professional team, and it has been our goal, and we've pretty much accomplished it now, moving into the professional class. And basically the professional class is more of a certification of the progression and the development more than getting better. There's certainly getting better in professional class, but it's more that you have experience in the competition already, and you're moving on to professional class as becoming more mature, you could say, over time. So that's basically, yeah.
So, what are the resources that your school either gave you or like you found on the internet? What are your inspiration as well?
Yeah. So there's many resources. There's many places you could find resources, like the REA website, or you could even find it from some other teams, previous teams, and on their websites. But the best place is to look on the REA page. If you're on the REA page, there's a link to the technical regulations, competition, and a bunch more. And there's rubrics at the back there too, so you can guide your assess your final submissions. And I think we'll provide a link in the description.
Yes, we'll put a link in the description to all the resources which we could find regarding F1 in schools.
Yep.
So, how has F1 in schools impacted your life, or has it impacted your life? In what way? Did you find new career options? What was the advantage of doing F1 in schools?
Yeah, of course. So, basically, once you start F1, first of all, you can't stop doing F1. It's really fun, and basically, it opens up many new possibilities for career options and career paths. So, because we're working with industry level collaboration and software like Fusion and Adobe Suite, it's really helpful in the future on your resume to say that you've been in F1 and you've been working with this industry class software that only people up in the industry who are actually on those career paths can work with. And it's really helpful when you're looking for jobs and when you're actually looking to learn a new skill in this industry. And it's amazing how diverse you can learn with the different software, and how you can get to better career paths by just doing it. So I've learned a lot from it, and it is going to help me in the future. It's also helping me now by getting me better roles in the actual F1, and this is actually going to progress in the future. Again, when you're in this career option, you're actually going to already have experience in this, so you're probably going to find it easier than most people in that industry because you already have experience in it. So yeah, it's really helpful. Trust me, go for it.
Alright, so the only thing which I'm kind of confused on about F1 is like, what all things like how broad is this F1? Who does it connect in Victoria? Who does it connect? How many schools can actually do it?
So I'm not sure on the numbers, but I'm pretty sure last time we had about 70. I think 70, more than 70, around 80 or 90 teams that participated in the state finals. And basically, just from the numbers, that's a lot of schools, obviously. But the thing is, like you were saying, how does it connect those people? There's a lot of collaboration happening between teams, and teams are helping out each other these days with F1. So we basically just we've connected with two previous teams from Alameda College, with Conquest Racing and Peregrine Racing, and we've had a bunch of talks with them, and they really mentored us in a journey, and it's fascinating how we can connect with more people throughout the F1 competition by just by emailing them. Like it's just one email away to contact with a really good team.
Yeah. So, for manufacturing or for engineering, what are the things you watch? Like, how do you get your ideas down? And even like for the whole competition, I would say, how does your team get like things done? Like, what's the process? What's your thinking process?
Yeah. So it's not a random process here. So we all need to. The thought process is different in everybody, but our guideline, our timeline needs to be decided at the start of the competition, so we don't slack off, and so we don't mess up in the middle of the competition and just mess up everything. So we set up a timeline, and in this timeline, there's particular time periods for thinking about innovating and thinking about getting more efficient ideas done. And this is where we start brainstorming essentially the actual ideas we want to implement in our processes, like manufacturing, design, whatever it is. It's pretty adaptive to every kind of role here. But yeah, mainly focused on engineering and manufacturing. It's pretty easy to just go out and make a timeline, but then when it comes to brainstorming, we're trying to find more efficient ideas, more innovative ideas from other teams, and just looking at other teams' cars can give you a better idea at what to do in manufacturing. And I'm pretty sure there's more teams that display their manufacturing process, so you could go look at theirs and go look at what they've done. We might even put ours on. I'm not sure if we already have it on, but I think there might be a video or something, but we'll probably post it later.
So, thanks for telling that. And so, like, in the part of manufacturing the car, what is your thinking process? Do you just like to keep it simple, or do you like strictly follow the regulations? Or because sometimes when you design the car, it won't come out as manufacturing like that correctly. We can see it with many cars if we check the videos, but
yeah.
How did you do that?
So me personally, I look at it, you could say simply, and I look at it from just a design perspective, not a manufacturing perspective at first, and just appreciate what the actual concepts and aerodynamics are. And after that, I try shaping the manufacturing process around the car rather than the car around the manufacturing process. And this is because you can get better and efficient innovation around making the manufacturing around the car. But there's obviously compromises where you need to change something in the car because it's not getting up with the regulations from the manufacturing process. So there is definitely both of those worlds, but it is you want to balance it out, and you don't want to change the whole car up because of the regulations, but you also don't want to just break all the regulation just to make the car. So yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for talking to us. I had a great time talking to my own manufacturing engineer. So, you want to say something to the viewers? Any tips you can give the people watching this, doing F1?
Pardon?
Any tips that you can give for people, those who are watching?
Yeah, just breathe through the competition. Trust me, it's great at the end, and you're gonna learn a lot along the way. So just go for it. Trust me, it's gonna be really helpful in the future, and it's also gonna be really helpful in the present when you're doing these kinds of opportunities and jobs. It's a once in a lifetime thing because you're not gonna get this opportunity again, especially if you're in K9 college or something, because it's only up until ninth grade in this particular college. So yeah, go for it quickly, and yeah, have a great time.
Alright, thank you, Shanil.